what worries me a little bit as the draft is starting is that they had trouble finishing the Shadow Fiend game. They were very ahead.
Yeah.
And then they kind of threw a bit. And I feel like VP is one of those teams that will punish you for any kind of slip up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get myself to now the drafting table.
Sure.
They had the, was that Avenge game with the
10
SF?
seconds remaining.
I can tell you this.
Or was it the one?
Radiant team ban.
The
Either way.
SF game was not Avenge. Well, they were against Avenge. It was a Tomato Vengeful Spirit that they were up against.
Yeah.
But we are in the draft. And we have got bans. And I will tell you which bans. Virtus.Pro, they go for the same bans as they went for when they were playing Team Liquid. I said they banned the meta, not the team. It is a Winter Wyvern, a Tiny, and a Beastmaster. And the Na'Vi, they pick up the Vengeful Spirit, and they ban out the Bane, the Doom, and the Shadow Demon.
So where I was leading with that was, actually, I think that Vengeful Spirit is actually the kind of epitome core of Navi's playstyle.
Okay.
I feel like it's the right combination of aggressive team fighting and gives you good pushing power and really takes advantage of that momentum that Lumi was talking. So just so happens they first pick it. Now, this could still be a Vengeful Spirit support. In fact, I would almost say that's more likely at this point when you pick it up so early. And it would be an okay saving hero against, say, Clock if someone else gets locked down.
Yeah, but the best thing about Venge, I guess, is that they have the option for either side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they pick up the Earth Spirit as well. So that's going to be your Roger hero. You know what's interesting? Because Na'Vi, when we saw them play yesterday, there were, and we saw them play the week before as well, a lot of teams ban out Enchantress against them. Because I believe Suneko... Is it Suneko or Spirit, or is it Roger or Spirit? Because the other one plays the Enchantress. They used to pick Enchantress and Earth Spirit together, and were very successful with that.
Yeah, it's some of their most picked heroes. The Clockwork... the fact that the Clockwork, which is another Na'Vi hero for sure, they managed to pick the Earth Spirit against that, which is really nice, because you don't have to worry about the close proximity. You can always kick the Clockwork out of his own cogs, away from you, away from the battery assault and stuff, so... It feels like a relatively even opening. I'm more curious about the Disruptor. Lumi, do you have ideas about this Disruptor pick from VP? Because isn't Venge good? If it was a support, isn't it good against Disruptor? Because you can just swap somebody out of the Static Storm.
I think they picked it more for the glimpse. I feel like the two teams going to run at each other and get a ton of kills. Okay. And Disruptor is the easy +1. Also, I find Kinetic Field pretty decent against Earth Spirit-based teams in general. Once he lands a roll and kick combination, everybody tends to pile in, and Kinetic Field into Static Storm is a pretty good wombo combo, just from the nature of the way that Earth Spirit team generally play in the mid-game. Can I get some bans? Because I can't really see.
We have a Queen of Pain and a Viper ban for Virtus.Pro in the second phase. And Na'Vi has gone for the Darkseer and the Omni Knight. Obviously, seeing the Darkseer Clockwork combination of Virtus.Pro earlier today. And by the way, the Disruptor is a hero that is very CIS, well, esque, I want to say, because even when Disruptor wasn't a high tier pick for a lot of teams, all the CIS teams, a lot of the CIS teams would favor Disruptor purely for the constant fighting and the advantages it gives you when you're ahead.
I like this from VP. Now you've got a hero that forces people to split apart with the Disruptor. You don't necessarily... He does have a good team fight ultimate, but he can be run over pretty easily. What's a lot easier to successfully play Disruptor with is when enemy team is broken apart and you're able to get glimpse. Obviously, NP forces that with his split pushing.
Does indeed. What do you reckon, Lumi? What do you think?
I don't really have a lot to say about what's coming up next. I do want to mention Clockwork. In the last couple of days, what we see is Clockwork's pick into these teams that have a lot of ways to get out of the cogs, like Winter Wyvern support, or Mirana leaping away, or Cream blinking away. And oftentimes, you're trained to think that, oh, Clock is not going to have that good of a game because everyone could escape from Clock. But from what we've seen is that Clock just doesn't care. He's just so tanky at this point. He gets a Spirit Vessel, so his damage output is really strong. So regardless of whether people could get out his clock or not, when we see players like, we saw Z-Freak play it a couple of times, we saw Yapsor play it a couple of times, and they're just like, I don't want to say going beyond godlike, but they were having huge impact in the game. So I'm expecting this Clockwork to do very well, despite the fact that you have a Vengeful Swap, as well as Earth Spirit could kick the Clockwork out of the clock, things like that. Assuming that, you know, we have Navi and, in this case,
I think
Virtus.Pro playing well. Sorry,
Virtus.Pro.
blanked it for a second. Yeah.
No.
It's okay. What did you want to say, Cap?
I think Sven might be in consideration here. Maybe not the third pick, but the fourth pick. Oh, Weaver instead. Okay, that's another hero that deals pretty well with Nature's Prophet in lane. You can't deal with the Treants nearly as well, but you can deal with a hero very well. You just kind of Shukuchi up to him, put bugs on him, and he has to flee or kill the bug.
remaining.
Either way, Weaver gets free.
Does that mean that we're going to see, like, are you
5
expecting Weaver
seconds
to be
remaining.
safe lane, or is this going to be an old-fashioned, like, in terms of Vengeful Spirit being a core support, old-fashioned Weaver off lane is a chance, maybe?
I'm expecting safe lane Weaver and an aggro tri-lane right now.
Okay.
That's the option. The first option you said, Shiver, is a likely one, but also I think I'm more agreeing with the Caps one, where you go offensive with Venge, Earth Spirit, and maybe like a roaming jungler like Enchantress or Chen. And then suddenly you have a very strong killing tri-lane, and then you have the Weaver that could actually still go mid. Mid Weaver is not exactly very commonly done, but one thing that he can do is Sakuchi and secure himself the runes.
Not really a Dendi hero, though.
That's definitely true.
If they do end up still running a Vengeful Spirit core, then I think Wyvern wouldn't be bad because he's another hero that deals with the split push very well. One of the
Winter
few-
Wyvern?
Yeah.
The banned out hero for Virtus.Pro. I'm sitting in front of it
Oh my god,
for you.
it was the first. Jesus.
I'm blocking the
My bad,
bans.
my bad.
Sorry.
Radiant team
Hmm.
picked.
There's a Bloodseeker, though.
Well, they got to get some heroes to deal with that then. Because Weaver dealing with him in lane, okay, is all fine, well, good. But you still have to deal with the split push and give yourself some sort of lane shove from either your core or your supports.
10
Alright, so it will
seconds
affect the
remaining.
last two picks. In that they need a wave clearing hero.
5
Sure.
seconds.
Sort of.
They can
remaining.
also aggro tri-lane with what Navi has right now and pick up like Tidehunter against Nature's Prophet
Okay.
or something.
Yes, have Vengeful Spirit as a support.
Not against Disruptor, but some other like self-sufficient off-laning hero that 1v1 Prophet, but deals better with Bloodseeker and it can't be Timber either because of Bloodseeker. Crap. Disruptor and Bloodseeker stopping a lot of those tanky offlaners.
Yep.
You guys feeling DP at all for Dendi mid? A hero that could at least protect himself somewhat with the Soul Spirit. No, it's going to be a Storm.
And they
Storm
pick it up
against
very early, too.
Disruptor. That's playing with fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the Yule's Bloodseeker combo. Kind of doubt we'll see it, but it is. You can actually get it on Storm, lay down the
10
Bloodright seal,
seconds
and get the
remaining.
silence off before he can jump.
And Nature's Prophet is a hero that builds an Orchid fairly
5
easy.
seconds remaining.
I'm not feeling this Storm pick, guys.
No,
Yeah, this is
it's a risky one.
questionable. Maybe they're gonna CM last pick. I don't know. Won't.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's
Storm
not
is
great.
also going to have trouble with Clockwork rotating behind him in the early game with Cogs as well as Battery Assault. So he's going to have a tough laning stage, and he's going to have a tough mid game. And because of this Bloodseeker pick, I think the Venge swap as a defensive option gets a lot weaker as well. Right now, 4 picks in, I'm feeling VP's draft much more.
Oh, instantly pick up the Witch Doctor for their support. But VP did read this correctly. They banned away the Enchantress.
Yep.
Witch Doctor does not give you wave clear, but he does deal with treants okay.
And he's great in an aggressive setting if they still want to
10
do that.
seconds remaining.
So I'm moving Venge and Witch Doctor to the off lane now
5
together. I
seconds
feel like they are
remaining.
going to be running that aggressive dual tri-lane. Weaver is going to be in the safe lane, as Cap pointed out.
Right, so last pick for VP. The Broodmother is actually banned out by Navi in case VP wants to go for that one. We're looking for a hero for no one.
Well, if they don't want to run against that,
You may now
Ooh,
select
that is
your
a
heroes.
classic for him as well.
oh, the buffed up Dragonite pushes. Those are dangerous.
This looks like a pretty speedy game for Virtus.Pro that they're trying to play. They have very fast push in the Dragon Knight. What are we thinking?
Navi's draft looks like a Fast and Furious movie, man. Live fast, die young. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be good for 10 minutes, and then they're gonna crash and burn.
Your movie references are on point this week.
Thank you.
Ocean's
study up.
11.
So you're saying Navi?
Navi's gonna do well for the first 10 minutes because they drafted for that, and then the tankiness of Dragon Knight and the Bloodseeker is gonna just wreck them in the mid game.
So they're gonna be Fast and Furious too. I'll take VP.
I'm gonna go for Virtus.Pro as well. I think they're the better team. They've got the better draft. They've got the full package. But who are we to say if Navi's gonna lose or not? Let's see how they do win the game with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, the CIS showdown that we've been looking forward to. VP versus Navi. We should expect a lot of excitement, a lot of crazy stuff going on this game. The drafts are through. And what do we think, Fogg? Is there a lineup that you'd rather see win?
Navi's got some fun stuff.
Yeah.
They've got
Dandy
Witch Doctor.
still?
I've been seeing Witch Doctor and Earth Spirit doing very well across this region, or across this qualifier. We're looking at those two heroes, but yeah, they're playing versus VP, so it is a lot scarier. And VP has a DK Nature's Prophet draft, which can definitely snowball quite heavily. DK has received some changes. I guess we could kind of call them nerfs.
With the talents now?
The talents, you don't get the strength at 10. Now you see the mana regen or attack speed. And Dragon Breath got a further cast range, but the cast point was increased, so it's a longer cast point on the Breathe Fire. And the damage reduction got reduced from 35 to 25.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say, because the extra range in the mid,
changes.
that's nice, but yeah, the other aspects of it, not great. But still, nonetheless, you know, it's no one's hero. This is his best hero, I'd say. You know, over the ages, over the years that we've seen him play.
Yeah, and
this is the classic.
The other change that he got too is, you know, he's a strength hero. So status effects, if he gets disabled, they do get reduced quite heavily toward the later stages of the game. Not on the level of Tiny.
No, not Tiny levels.
Where it's like 50-something, 60% status resistances, but still quite high. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's see if Dendi and the boys can make it happen with the Storm Spirit Venge cores and Weaver offlane.
Weaver offlane. We saw who was it that tried that the other day? Was it Kezu? It was Kezu, and they lost.
They lost, but it was a different kind of draft that they were getting.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what exactly
I remember
it was.
that. Yeah. It wasn't great.
It was, I mean, he couldn't really do anything in that game. He couldn't even walk up, I remember. He just would walk up.
It was against Secret, wasn't it? I think there was like was it Puppy Switch Doctor zoning him out? I seem to remember.
I mean, he just I
think it
remember
was
him
in the
just
Secret.
getting like super zoned and he couldn't even get involved in the game.
30 seconds to battle.
See if anyone is going to run into anyone before the horn blows. Doesn't look like that is going to be the case as VP. Not actually moving over aggressively. Protecting their own rune. No, we'll head over now, okay, to check the time. I'll tell you what, that should secure them this one. It looks like Ramsey doesn't have any sort of interest going near the top rune, though.
It was a long time ago. Wow, it was like 8 days ago. I mean, to say a long time ago.
It was against Secret, right, wasn't it?
And yeah, it was against Secret, and Secret had a heavy push lineup versus it. So a similar kind of aspect. They had an Earthshaker, though, which made it a lot tougher for him, too. Earthshaker, Witch Doctor. Solo, looks like he's going for a courier snipe. The first time I've seen Solo in a while playing something that isn't like Ogre or Bane, where he just sits on the mid-hill. And Seneko knows this is coming.
He knows. I mean, this is a classic move from Solo. If you know the team, then you know that he's going to try for that sort of a play. And he's in a lot of trouble. They'll even get the D-Ward as well. A D-Ward for Na'Vi, first blood for Roger.
And look at Seneko. Pure efficiency. He took some damage, but he tangled that ward, so he's fine. First blood's going to eat some harassment from Pasha and Lil. In mid lane, the roll does not connect.
So, I mean, which lane would you say is looking the scariest for one of the sides? Is there a lane where you think the matchup is rather imbalanced?
Bottom lane.
That's the
Nature's Prophet. Yeah, Nature's Prophet versus Venge Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor, sure, he can like stun the trains and stuff, but now this is two ranged heroes that don't have stout shields versus the Nature's Prophet. Can be quite rough. And VP's really putting a tri-lane down here, putting the pressure on so their Bloodseekers can go out of control. But I like what General did here. He dragged the creep wave at level 1 as the Weaver. So he met it behind his tower, denied a lot of the creeps there. As you can see, he's 4 and 3. So getting off to a great start versus...
And Lil chasing down Rog. He's got the boots on the clock. And Dendy is going to get knocked back. See if they actually have the damage to bring him down. He's got the remnants, so with that trying to turn onto no one, they're looking for the blocks. Auto Smash will be there to hold them back. No one falling very low. In fact, Dendy turns with the roll forward from Roger. It's Dendy. He's set up for success. Gets the kill. Did pop a salve that was very quickly cancelled, so a bit of a downside there, but on the plus, he gets the kill. That's the bottle money. The bottle's going to be on its way out to him. Bottom lane Pasha with the TP back will make it just in time. And they'll back indeed to the mid lane to cause some issues. But yeah, as I say, bottle's there. Dendy gets the kill. Dendy is going to be very happy in top.
And General gets a solo.
Lane, that shouldn't happen, should it? I mean, I guess it's a bit of a tricky matchup for the Bloodseeker, but dying 1v1 early on to an offlane Weaver, that's not great for Ramses.
General's lane pull, that was the big reason. He's got a level advantage. So he heads level 3, uses the bugs, gets that easy harassment on him with that extra minus armor. Even though Ramses had a lot of movement speed from that mid situation that's happening in the bottom lane.
The aggression coming in, diving towers, nice and deep, and Na'Vi say yes please. They turn, Lil is deep. A quick pause from no one. He's probably going to ask his team what the heck's going on down there. Because I don't think Lil's getting out of this. He's surrounded by 3. He does have a TP scroll. But Roger, he's still got a boulder smash. Yeah, Lil with a Maledict on him. He is going to pop. The question is, if Solo can get out. And to be fair, I think Na'Vi, they may even be able to get 2 kills.
I think Seneko might go down as well, though. We'll see. Lil's still alive for a second. Solo's getting a chase. Oh, they actually just switched to Solo, and Lil will live because of that. So Solo again. Selfless man, as he is.
It does save Lil's life. Okay. 4 kills for Na'Vi so far. Very nice start.
It's really good for the Weaver, though. I mean, he's in a 1v1 versus Bloodseeker, and he's doing okay for now. It'll start to get a bit worse, especially when all this harassment starts to end, when Seneco's sitting at 80 HP. Look at Ramses' movement speed. 428 without boots. Up again. Again, Solo was smoked near that mid lane. Dendy gets pushed out. So it looks like pretty even lanes though, but 4 kill advantage coming out for Na'Vi, but VP is still ahead in gold, even when they're down 4 kills somehow. It is very early. The last hits.
Bottom lane, Snake and Roger, ready to join the ranks again and crystallize. And see if they can find a jump onto that Passion Nature's Prophet, but he's playing it safe, laying back towards his tower.
I thought Lil would be playing more down bottom with Nature's Prophet rather than just running around so much, but they're just really just moving the supports around like crazy. I guess probably because General got that solo kill, it probably just was like, wait, what? The plan just got messed up and they had to make some adjustments come out. General now, looking for Solo with the bug on Solo. A lot of minus armor adding up.
Look at this. He may just be able to do this. He's got Shikuchi again. Out of the field he goes. Turns back towards Solo. And in fact, he lets Roger take it. Backs off. Boulder Smash comes in.
He hits the, like, 900 range plus, 900 Boulder Smash range, but the Nyx Assassin stuns he was struggling with. So Air Spirit, he's killing it already.
I mean, Nyx is just, it's a bit, it was too easy of a hero for Roger. He likes more of a challenge. He likes these Earth Spirits.
Yeah, he's already part of 4 of the kills.
Yeah.
Level 3 on towards level 4. Very good start here for Roger and the boys. We do another pause. So it seems like VP is having some type of lag issues earlier.
Rather unfortunate. I mean, overall, they are still, as you say, you know, despite being down 5 kills, it's not a bad start for VP when it comes to getting the farm.
Their levels are just a bit hindered. Nature's Prophet's only level 3, while Weaver's level 4, and the support as well. Lil is only level 2 to almost level 4 Earth Spirit. Counterparts are just slightly ahead in the experience department on the side of Na'Vi from all.
Apologies for these pause, ladies and gentlemen. Hope we can get on with VP Na'Vi.
Damn it all. Why'd you pause?
I don't know. Sometimes that F9 key calls my name. I'll press it again right now. Bam, we're back in. Gentlemen. And, yeah, General getting involved in these kills up top. But Ramses, as we said, he's still finding it very nicely. Yes, he's 23-10 on the Bloodseeker.
It's rare to see them not go for just putting down like a sentry in the lane. I've seen Solo do that in the past. It's like, all right, we're versus a Weaver. We're just going to have a sentry there because that's where Weaver suffers really hard. And Roger rolls in, and he takes that low. Trade hits
I mean,
coming out.
ooh,
It looks like
another
it's Ramsey's
Sorry.
lagging right there. Because he was like, he didn't even move that whole time that Lil was going in on Roger.
Dus hat. I don't know what that means.
Google it.
I feel it might be rude. Try it. Let's get we got Russian to UK translation.
UK?
to American.
Like-
English.
Yeah,
Russian to English. Let's have it. Whoa! Everyone's TC'd!
they're having some, yeah, they're definitely having some problems.
Whoa!
It's not working.
Yeah, it says, did you mean, and then some Russian word. Click that. We probably did.
Soul.
So. I mean, I guess it. So what happened? So
I don't know, but all
they,
VP are losing internet. Man.
what else did they? Did they type anything else in the chat?
No, they just, that's all they said. Maybe,
Sorry.
maybe that means like they're going to reconnect or something. We'll find out. Someone in the chat.
It must be. Yeah, I
Someone
bet
like-
they're probably rebooting the. They're rebooting the internet
That's
in
what it seems to be.
their LAN place.
Something with them.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Get a
Yeah.
quick reboot on.
But
Yeah,
this is a good
be
start.
back in.
I mean, they have a
Yeah.
Weaver who's off lane, already level 5. Navi's looking
I'll
pretty solid.
translate that. I want to see it. Generally said, Pate Prowl. You got to get your translator. Let's see.
This is too much work.
Do it, Giannis.
on, you've got
we
your
must,
own
for the viewers.
You got, all right. Payment held.
Oh, is he being? He's making a very inappropriate joke about games being thrown. I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Is that what he's saying?
I think so.
Or was he saying that they
He's
didn't pay
making
for
a
their
comment.
internet?
So he's saying because they DC'd, he's like, they got the. Oh no, okay, no, you're right. You're right. I'm wrong. He's making a joke about the internet being right. These next level CIS jokes go over my head, but no, you're right. That's what he's making a joke about. He's making a joke about the payment not being there.
They'll be back soon.
It will.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
The big timings for VP. Level 6 Dragon Knight.
Yep.
Nature's Prophet can TP in.
Time to
Get the
push
backup. They can push the towers down quickly. But they do have to make sure on VP that they get levels on their supports because they don't have good catch for Mr. Dendy here in this game. It's no one stun and the Disruptor ulti. And, okay, say like Blood right onto like a hook shot hog. If they can do that, some perfect mechanism. But it's going to be pretty tough if Dendy does get off to a good start and it goes to the later stage versus this elusive Weaver and...
Hey, chat, what's the chat saying? Do they know what just happened? Let's scroll down, they were typing it.
He's lagging.
He's lagging.
Thanks, chat. It means...
Oh, it means choke. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It said it's choking. It's like choking in Russian. Thank you very much, chat. Chat, know what's on. Unwinnable, lol. Yeah, we've got it.
You guys are always so helpful.
They are, really. I mean, we could go here. They've got the answers to everything, Twitch chat. So, give yourselves a pat on the back. And,
Google Translate, yeah. Google Translate sometimes struggles.
Yes.
We probably typed it wrong, you know, I don't know.
I wish that, I mean, back in my, back when I was younger and you had like, I'd like German or French homework. If only I could have just gone to Twitch chat and said, translate this for me.
Yeah.
I would have taken it in, this beautiful piece of German, handed it into the teacher. She would have been like, what the hell is this?
That would have been amazing.
Because they would have
in the day.
probably written some absolutely atrocious translation.
But that would have been so useful back
It
in
would
the
have
day.
been.
It's just like, guys, I need an essay. It's due.
Yeah.
I need you guys to write it for me. And someone
Twitch
would
chat.
probably be like, I got you. And they'd
Yeah.
write it for you. Thank you, Twitch. You guys, we wouldn't be
I mean,
anywhere.
to be fair, Twitch, they're always on about that essay that they've got to hand in tomorrow, aren't
know.
they? They're always saying they're watching Dota and they've got to hand in that 10-word essay in next week.
Where would we be without Twitch?
I know.
Without the Twitch chat. You guys, special.
That is something that I don't think any sort of scientist could have predicted, 100 years ago. No one foresaw the age of Twitch chat, the age of the technological children. But we're back in it. People are reconnecting.
They
on
said that they
VP's
have high packet loss, though. 35% packet
Oh,
loss. is what
that ain't great.
Ramsey said. And
You're
that's
gonna have
pretty
to send
high.
someone out on a search for those packets.
Grim.
That is. We were looking forward to this one. Oh, I mean, we will get it. We just
Yeah, I
got to be a
mean,
bit
that
patient.
happened.
Good things come to those who wait.
I mean, like we said, it's 5-0, but Navi's only leading by what it says is less than 1k, so it actually is like 200 or 3 gold. Solo has Pasha and Solo have reconnected, and so
Oh, Solo's out. Solo's out again. As soon as Pash is back in. What's chat saying?
they're not saying anything fun.
Navi is losing time to DDoS the enemy.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Don't be like They're 5-0. been up the aggression. They've got a good lineup. Their draft is solid.
I like that one. So it's like, so it is Na'Vi versus no one. Get it?
No sound? I was expecting some kind of like...
Come on, Chris, where's our audio guy? Is he on a break? No, he's not there. Yeah, there we go. He's there on the soundboard.
The Lil should be fine up here. There's no connection top. How's your day been now?
It's been good. It's been quite quick. We had some quick games today.
Yep.
We have, and it's what about 15 minutes past 8 here on this lovely Swedish evening.
It's 9.
It's 15 past 9. Okay.
On this
Your
lovely
clock's wrong on this laptop. That's
My clock?
Your clock.
This is your computer.
What's going on in chat? Hello to Brazil.
They're just saying that they were... Oh.
Ba, ba, ba.
So good. So good. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. I like that.
We need some kind of...
Give us a bit of a perk up. And he's back in.
So they have to focus. They know it's going to be on pause. Roger has an illusion. He has 2 illusions. He's trying to double stack the neutrals for Dendi here. Is he going to do it? He's going to get one of them.
No, he's not even going to get that one, is he?
Yeah, yes, he got it. He stacked it. Good job.
Okay. Nearly was amazing.
But he could have stacked both.
He could have stacked both. The micro was not there.
Tough to do that.
Not a Meepo player.
But we have seen this in the past, and something that Na'Vi really likes to do is have Dendi get those stacks in the jungle so he can recover. And I mean, he's a Storm Spirit, so even much more so in this instance.
Looks like they didn't get that kill as well on the clockwork up top.
Yeah, they'd already used Roger's spells. Bottom though, the Maledict.
Oh, the bounces not going to be in the favor. It may not matter. Actually, looks like it does. Pash is able to TP back. That regen from the fountain will keep him alive against the Maledict.
Yep.
And Lil tag teams into the lane and will start soaking up some XP himself. Up top, they make the move in. Roger and General straight on top of Ramses. He's gone. Pasha comes in with a TP, but Roger, quick with his escape, will be able to get out of them. Pasha can't find any sort of response kill.
No one in Dendi. Toe to toe. The rune spawns. No one gets it. General now, stalking Solo. Solo is trying to go on a warden mission here, grab some bounty runes, but General claims it.
Oh, yeah, General takes the rune.
Solo is in an awkward spot. He has no DB.
Yeah, General's going to continue to hunt this down, I'm sure.
Puts down a ward.
I know he's around.
He's going to have to wait for quite a while here. General scans on the right side, so he knows that Solo's still in the area here.
Okay, how long is he going to be stuck here for? He's looking. How long is he going to look for it? That's the question, General.
Don't know if he got to click on the inventory, so he may have expected to TP out.
So how does Solo get out of this one? Oh, okay, he can go for the wall.
He's got the ward,
I guess.
so he'll see when the creep wave comes, and he'll try to run out after this one. He'll be okay. So Roger continues pressuring top. As the Nature's Prophet was actually forced out of that bottom lane, this brings a lot of liberty to your supports to put pressure on other lines, and they have good kills onto Ramses, good kill chances with the bugs coming out from General. And if the stun connects, Lil bottom, the stun comes out, Maledict, this should be a very good
yeah, that's going to be more than enough damage with a couple of bounces back from the cask. Lil's gone. Top lane, here's the attempt. The roll's going to miss. Forward smashing the silence, but the Blood Bright's already out. In fact, well, with Solo and Pasha coming in, they'll turn it around onto Roger. Roger is going to have to pay for that.
Yep.
A little bit too aggressive up top, and they do have to be aware of that, of course, with Pasha's Nature's Prophet being in the game. He is going to be ready to react with the global TP.
No one with the first level 6 usage of that dragon form. Damage on that mid tower, but responses are coming out. Witch Doctor's there. Roger as well. Connect. There's an Invis rune. Got the dust.
Oh, he is going to pop for sure. Much too much damage for this DK to deal with at this stage of the game, with those 3 collapsing on him.
Look at that. Roger with the map awareness though. He dies, respawns, sees that no one has an Invis rune in the mid lane, purchases up a dust. This guy's all over the place this game. 3-1-3.
The seeds of force.
Really making it happen for Na'Vi at this point.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dream Star for Raj this time around.
Radiant's top
An
tower
8 for
is under
1.
attack.
Kills are plenty for Na'Vi. But as we were saying, Ramsey's just definitely very impressive how much he's been able to hit those creeps. I mean, to be fair, everyone is. Apart from General, a little bit behind on the offlane with the CS, but he has been involved in a few kills, as we've seen earlier, up top.
He's all about just trying to pressure this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's going for it again.
Can't go for the kills anymore, though. Once you get a couple levels on Bloodseeker, that high amount of armor, as well as the rain dropping to absorb this Kuchi damage. And Dendi, as we said, will resort to jungling for quite a bit, and he will give Roger the lane mid to get those levels. Still positioned top though to try to set something up with Seneko with that Maledict. Got level 5 now. He chooses to go for the extra amount. He actually goes for. Seneko has a Quelling Blade too, just to be able to cut out of those Nature's Prophet trees.
TP up top from Solo, just in case anything gets a little too crazy for Ramses, and Solo will be needed. And in fact, I don't know if it's going to be enough. The bounces are real, and with the Maledict, Ramses pops. The power of the Witch Doctor. Bottom lane, Dendi zip forward. The Magic Missile is there for Crystallize. They surround Pasha, bursting down with the Remnants. Another quick kill for Na'Vi.
They're really keeping this pace up, 10-1 already.
That's quite a difference.
That is something else here. The big thing isn't the gold advantage, 2K, pretty substantial at 10 minutes, but the experience is the big one. 3,000 already in advantage for Na'Vi. They're going to have level 6s on their supports very, very early on to get set up those ganks and to respond. I think the biggest thing is being able to respond to that Dragon Knight Nature's Prophet push whenever they do try to do it. Na'Vi's going to have all their ultimates at the ready for that. Dendi looks to be doing the Kaya Rush, as we've been seeing as a trend for these Storm Spirits.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Pasha actually just uses the Nature's Wrath to push out the lanes, not go for any type of fight or anything along those lines. Top General, looking for Solo here. The glimpse comes out. Solo, he's still in a lot of trouble.
He is indeed. Gets himself around the field, General. And Solo's taken down. Killing spree for the Weaver. Quick time lapse to create the distance between himself and Non. He's out of there. Lil in the mid lane.
Lil.
Taking the Maledict procs. Is it enough? Ooh, not quite. He'll live.
And bottom, Dendi with the haste rune finds Pasha.
I mean, he's loving life. He's been in and out of this jungle, keeping it safe, Dendi. And as you say, anytime he sees a rune or an opportunity to get involved, he's on top of it. And he is top of the net worth. Dendi Storm Spirit.
I mean, it's already getting out of hand. We were saying VP with the early game, with the DK and with Nature's Prophet, they can try to abuse the lanes, try to push towers a bit early on. While Na'Vi, if the game goes late with the Weaver Storm Spirit, there's not great catch on the side of VP. They've only got Static Storm and a Dragon Knight stun to really lock those guys down in a great manner. I mean, there is Clockwork Hook, but it's not that guaranteed kind of disable that they are really needing for those. Definitely looking troublesome coming out for VP after the laning phase.
And there's the kind of completion. See what Dendi can do.
Top of the net worth on a Storm Spirit already. Snake fills up his bottle. Oh, he actually messed up. Actually get the bottle fill up top there, and they're looking for smoking. They are looking to keep that pressure on. Like I said, they're gonna have level 6s very early. Witch Doctor has 6, Earth Spirit level 7, Urn as well, and they're looking for Ramses. They're assuming that either Ramses or Pasha are gonna be jungling here, and they are right to assume that. Caught vision of him for a moment.
Looking for that setup, and here it comes. Oh, Roger missed the roll. That does get the time for the Blood Rod to come out, but it does not matter with the Death Ward down from Seneko. Quick kill for Na'Vi. VP, they're looking for revenge. They have the wraparound towards middle. See who they can catch. Crystallize on the front lines. Has to be careful with his positioning. 3 members of VP trying to find some sort of a jump. Doesn't look like they're going to find it. Na'Vi keep themselves away, and for now, that smoke from VP unsuccessful. Na'Vi just continuing to find objective after objective with these key kills that they're focusing on. And VP really struggling to strike back at all.
Yeah, Na'Vi's going to claim themselves to tier 1 now top, so VP will now also be able to pressure that mid and bottom tower. But you can tell just the way that they're kind of pushing, the way Pasha's playing bottom, he keeps like hitting and backing up there. Definitely afraid of the responses. Since Na'Vi has already killed top tower, they can react to Neko. The max cast.
Oh, and Dendi's ready to play. Look what he's got. He's got the Arcane Ring of the Kaya. Goes straight forward onto no one, but the Static Storm's out, and Dendi, he's trapped. Dendi, oh no, he's going to go down surely. He's trying to zip-zap himself out of there, but he's going to still tick out. He ticks out. Dendi's down. They do lose Lil in return. Cast and stun from Crystallized thrown towards Pasha. Gets the second kill in response.
Jeez, you would think that would have gone even more heavily in favor of VP with that perfect storm.
That was a big Static Storm, yeah. Solo just putting a whole halter into what it looked like. You know, Dendi was ready to go. He had the Kaya, he had the Arcane Rune, he had the Dream, but as you say, Solo just putting a stop to everything in that mid lane.
Yeah, and Lil actually got the rocket finish off Dendi on the high ground there. He was getting, it did look like he was getting glimpsed back into the fight though. they don't get the tower is the biggest thing there. Na'Vi were able to defend the tower. They lose Dendi, but I think that might actually be okay. Defending the tower versus DK. DK form as well as a full 5-man commitment from VP. Na'Vi should be feeling very happy about that. All 3 cores at the top of the net worth. The absolute dream start for Na'Vi.
Extreme as well for no one. Grab it up. Pasha getting a bit more space down bottom, rushing straight for the Orchid this game.
Does no one have the armlet up? So he does. So we've seen him do armlet into Shadowblade and like several times, but this time it looks like he's requiring a BKB, just getting punished too much from the Earth Spirit Witch Doctor combo.
And I mean that does go to show how much pressure is feeling under, because I think this game, if any, would have been a game where you really would have loved to find that Shadowblade just so you have another bit of instant catch onto the Storm Spirit. But as you say, the pressure's on. He's got to make alterations. Bottom lane, Snako leading in with the paralyzing cast. Blood right down for VP as Ramses. He's trying to turn this one around. Roger goes in deep. Death Wall from the sidelines gets cancelled as Lil comes with a hook shot. Battery Assault will be enough to bring down Snako. Can they get anything more though, VP? They've got the rupture onto Roger. On the back lines, no one trying to beat into Crystallize, but Crystallize and Dendi, they're ready to play with him. No one. Haystrun does manage to get himself out of harm's way as Na'Vi, they lose 2. No one. Trying to come back forward. He's got his eyes on Crystallize with the TP in from Pasha. They got more damage to take down a third. VP now holding on to their tier 1 towers and making Na'Vi pay for these attempts at a push.
They desperately needed that. That overcommitment by Na'Vi there. Snako and Roger. Roger being a bit off the mark with his spells. They get punished quite heavily from all the VP rotating down. But big kills coming out from VP. They've got the Midas on the Bloodseeker too, so that's going to surge him forward quite heavily. He's got Radiance queued up, but he is farming under Ward Vision. Can Na'Vi actually make anything happen? You see him, but he does back up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dendi with his build. Going for the back to the Bloodstone. Shoving this wave in. Give it a bit of pressure onto tier 1 towers, but I think they are going to be very careful after those previous plays down bottom. They've got to keep themselves on edge. They're looking to go into the pit with the Medallion and with the Weaver. Can they get away with this one? No, it's been spotted out. Rocket Flare's there. VP, no one's up, but no, they've got his solo. They're going to look for the snipe. Lil comes in. Can he do it? The Static Storm's down. Roshan goes down to Na'Vi, though, and Dendi does claim the Aegis. They've lost the life of the Earth Spirit, though. Lil also going down on the clockwork. They popped Dendi's Aegis. Dendi, he's just going to simply zip himself out of there. No, he wants to go back in. He's got his eyes onto Solo. Jumps forward to Kren to Pasha. Pasha down. And Dendi, he's not done. He's looking to chase down this Disruptor Solo. He's got the glimpse. We'll take Dendi away to remember. General and Crystallize hot on the chase. Will take down Disruptor. Na'Vi, they get away with it. It looks so close. Lil nearly making the big play. His initiation followed up by the Static Storm, but it wasn't quite enough to stop Na'Vi getting that Aegis.
That was almost very scary though for Na'Vi. The Static Storm was down for like I think 2 or 3 seconds as soon as the hook shot came in, or like 2 seconds. So it was a second or 2 after the hook shot comes out. Lil just off the mark from stealing it though.
So close. I mean, yeah, as you said, that could have gone so differently. If they had grabbed that, and Dendi was down straight away with no second life.
Crystallize also just had gotten the Shadow Amulet delivered before that fight happened, and Ramses and Pasha were isolating him, but he just goes invis and actually ends up surviving under that Shadow Amulet.
See it again. I mean, it was
that was pretty close timing.
The dream sort of setup. But then look at Snako as well from the sideline.
Yeah,
he managed to get that Death Ward into the pit.
The Shadow Amulet saves him versus big course, and yeah, the Death Ward from outside from Snako is beautiful. No one wasn't able to really get into the fight though, since he did not have Dragon form available.
Clean up after clean up there. Dendi getting that Vortex out as well, just before he gets glimpsed back to buy time for the rest of the team to close in, pick up a third kill. 18-7 for Na'Vi as Crystallize claims the mid-tier 1 tower. I believe that is his completed Shadowblade on the way out to him now. 800 gold for Ramses to find that relic. As you say, he's getting closer and closer. Ooh, Lil. Hook shot in onto Snako, and with the Battery Assault, has that man got enough damage? Dendi's going to come in and try and tank up some of the instances to help out his friend. It's not going to work. Dendi's now been ruptured. He's going to be, yeah, smart play from Dendi, very nice. Ball lining and TP out gets him out of there. He did end up getting the kill onto Lil because of Snako's Maledict, and now Na'Vi, they're going to be able to move in for a third. They get Pasha left behind. The rest of Na'Vi come through. This is just a really nice execution from Na'Vi. Dendi as well, making some very smart heads-up plays.
Yeah, good reactions coming in. Crystallize comes in from the back, instantly kills Solo. And then Roger with a nicely placed boulder smash there to clean up Pasha. Lil does get the kill on Seneko, but costs his team quite heavily. 3 deaths. No one. With an arcane rune. Pops the dragon form. Maximum efficiency of farming.
Trying to work his way towards that BKB.
He really needs it. There's so much disable on the side of Na'Vi in those fights. The team fight on Na'Vi is quite strong too between Witch Doctor, Earth Spirit, and Venge. That little aura amplification from the Venge really adds up. Pasha doing on the Orchid.
He's getting there.
He's almost, yeah, he's getting there. Just 450 plus the recipe.
Oh, he's not gonna. Is he gonna get it before the Lincolns is done in general though?
It's gonna be like general.
Pretty
like
similar
General's gonna get it the same, same time.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the nice thing for General. And he's got the Lincolns ready. And oh, guess what Lil's building from?
Oh, Meteor Hammer.
Meteor Hammer clock.
What?
Hey, it works. You got the cogs. You trap him, throw a meteor on him. I mean, I gotta say, we still, as much as we joke, there's been a lot of Meteor Hammers here at DreamLeague. Most of the time, they have been built as a joke.
Like Blade Mail Force Staff could be pretty useful because they know that they're behind Na'Vi already, so they have to assume that the supports on Na'Vi are going to get Force Staffs that are pretty decent timing. Like Seneko almost has one finished up. He's even showing that because he has it inside of his backpack, so they can click on him and see that. And then Roger's going to have Blink really soon. It's stats. It makes him tankier, but... And I guess maybe for 5 manning he wants it. Na'Vi now pushing down bottom. Pretty hard with that Venge Mask of Madness. Bend. Still just on that recovery train. I think the BK's B is being delivered for no one, so maybe they can start to play around that one once Radiance is finished on Ramses. Then they've got a good timing window. Orchid on Nature's Prophet, Radiance Bloodseeker, and BKB Dragon Knight. Could be decent. Then take those fights, try to find the Storm. Pasha being scouted. Crystallize finds him.
Hunted him down. Crystallize, ready to go with the Magic Missile and the Mask of Madness attack speed. Pasha is gone. No need for General to even head over. As Crystallize can continue to make those sort of plays, looking to catch out this Nature's Prophet.
Pasha got the tower with his treants, I guess.
I guess they didn't want to deny it. They let it go.
He has the Orphan finish now. And he's going for Shadow Blade next to go for those pickoffs. BP grouping up bottom. K form is back up. Tower nicely here with this BKB. Ramses is playing under ward vision though. You do see there. They do assume that there's only three heroes down there at the moment. And Radiant stuff. Still needs BKB on Ramses in order to get into these fights.
Very hard for him to come into them with the, as you said, just the amount of magical and decent control between the Venge, the Wish Doctor, and Earth Spirit.
Yeah. Sieging top tier 2 though, and he is quite safe now with that Lincoln's finished up. Very hard to get those catches unless they have multiple of their heroes positioned there.
Ramses needs to use his Midas. Good to see. Level 15 on the Bloodseeker.
They're all playing under Navi's. We just saw 3 or 4 heroes around that one vision. It's very safe to farm up the map at the moment.
Still is only a 4k gold lead. Not the biggest for Na'Vi. The kills certainly seem to tell a different story.
Yeah.
It isn't about the kills.
Meteor Hammer done on Lil.
It's done. We'll see how much he gets out of it.
See how much what he can make happen with it, yeah. Dendi, almost level 18. Kaya, Bloodstone, and Arcane Rune in the bottom. And with the level 18, it'll be pretty nice to have that mana reduction. Well, yeah, I'd imagine Ramses picks up PB next if they want to be able to take fights.
Yeah, it's much too hard for him to come in on the front lines as it is.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe could he get away with the Manta style, or do you think it's just the BKB is? Just
I don't think that'll help him fight.
Nah.
I think that would be like a farming item. I think BKBs. No one now has Blink Dagger, Blink BKB Armlet. They can actually go for these catches now onto the.
And they got a Silver Edge complete as well on Crystallize.
Oh, they can actually break the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, they can have a bit of an easy attempt to bring it down. No one.
Yeah.
Mid lane. Na'Vi showing, VP with the movement. Solo's on the high ground. Can he get any sort of catch out? The sentry's down. Hunting for General.
Na'Vi smokes up. They're looking to take a fight.
Dendi.
Has BKB here. Trying to get the high ground advantage.
Oh, yeah, but the ward is up. As soon as that smoke dispels, they'll know that's free Roger. Yeah, and there's the jump immediately. No one going in with the BKB. He's found the Witch Doctor. Seneco's down to the Blood Bright. Denny's going to come in on the side, trying to zip forward, look for Solo, but he's respecting the fact that they're already down one man. The BKB charge being popped by no one.
General.
Stun onto General. Static Storm follow up. General, he's down. No escape for the Weaver. And now VP seeing if they could chase down for even more. No one jumping forward. Dandy zips away.
All the way to bottom lane, and he still has half mana. Can they find anything else? Roger gets the silence. Stun on no one.
I want to see Dandy zip back in on this. He's still got, as you say, he's got some tools ready to play. Ramses goes in with the Roach on Crystallize. I feel like they need Dendi here.
He got instantly orchided. He jumped in for Pasha.
Now the buybacks come through. Roger's going to look to try and find these big kills. He will be able to find himself Ramses. Dendi shrining up. He's looking towards no one. Does drag him back. Gets the DK as well. Now he's also trying to see if he can get Lil with the quick TP. Will get out of it. So
that ward literally was the only reason that VP came out and ahead in that fight. Barely ahead though, if even that. But that was their first real aggressive mood coming back onto Na'Vi. But yeah, that one ward from Solo, instant ward break or instant smoke break, and Solo or
no one.
No one instantly blinks on the high ground.
Yeah, as soon as they saw that Earth Spirit, he knew that if he could take out the Earth Spirit at the start of the fight, it would be very, very hard for them to play on.
Storm still has to be careful. Dendi, you could see, he was a bit afraid to jump in the fights because of the Orchid on the Nature's Prophet. Queued up the BKB, next item of choice.
He's only got it. He's got a lot of money, Dendi.
And then he has a lot more to do in the fights. Not have to be so afraid. Ramses has queued up the BKB now. That magic immunity engagements.
Roshan's back up. Roger, he knows.
And they do it very fast on the side of Na'Vi. Medallion as well as Bench. Uber bugs.
Time's ahead to the pit. There's no doubt about that at all. If Na'Vi want to try for it, I mean, it's sure it's they've got to respect the blood right in this static storm, I guess. So maybe a kill first is going to be doing the play.
I think just name of the game in this game for both teams is the BKBs.
Okay.
Fights are very difficult for Disruptor, who's very good versus Storm Spirit, and then for the Bloodseeker, he can't get in versus Earth Spirit, and Witch Doctor too well without that. They're going for smoke. They're trying to take it of their own.
This was spotted though. Na'Vi no, underneath their wards. VP, they're trying for it, but if they can actually do it, yeah, VP realized this.
It's the Rocket Scouts out Na'Vi on the high ground.
Got to be careful how they commit like this, VP.
That was a dragon form. Sure, Na'Vi seen it as well. Could try to take advantage of the fact VP does not have it.
Did you say, Pasha? Still farming for that Shadow Blade.
Another pause for VP.
Not internet issues again. For the most part, we've been pretty alright here at DreamLeague, but looks like VP are indeed having some connection problems back at their base camp.
Technical difficulty.
But as it stands, 25-12 Na'Vi. They do have a 5k lead, but as we're seeing, it's not smooth sailing for them at all. VP, when they do have the dragon form up, and if no one can get that sort of initiation on with an instant stun, it's very hard for Na'Vi to take the fights when they're a man down.
The biggest thing is probably that Pasha is quite behind the opposing offlaner. He's 3k behind the General Weaver. He's died a lot. He's 0-6 on Nature's Prophet.
Been a rough game for him indeed. RV, what's Crystallize going to go for next after these? Okay, so as you say, just BKBs for everyone.
BKBs for everybody, yeah.
And that BKB for Dendi is going to be there a lot sooner than the BKB for Ramses.
He's already got it finished.
Yeah. And Ramses is still about, what, He's about halfway there at the moment on the Bloodseeker. So this is a good time for them to try and abuse the power of the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, he's level 20 as well, so he's got that attack speed boost from the talent. Here we go, VP.
See if they can do it.
A gift from the temple.
Na'Vi outside the pit.
Both teams really want to go for the roach. Crystallize is pinging it out now.
Oh, they're going to go straight in, Na'Vi.
They kill it so fast here, as I was mentioning. With the bugs, the medallion, and the Venge. Don't think VP can respond. They don't have Elder Dragon form anyway. Lil gonna look to try to go for a snatch here. He hooks.
Oh, straight in. He's trying his best, but it's already down. Na'Vi get the kill. They get the Aegis. Death Ward for the Suneko. Rips through Lil. Again, an admirable attempt, but not a successful one, unfortunately for VP. Now they're a clock down for 40 seconds, and nothing achieved as Na'Vi are ready to shove down mid lane. At least claim a tier 2. Try and move on for more potentially as well. Ramsey is still desperately trying to finish that BKB before he turns up.
VP has to threaten opposing lanes for the time being, at least the bottom tier 2. No one is trying to, but they don't want to take a head-on fight without the BKB. They have to react to this.
Oh, look at Dendy.
Dendy jumps in.
Straight in immediately, and it just picks off the Disruptor. See what else you can get. They move on to the tier 3s. Fortification does come out. Na'Vi, look at this push. The pushing power that they have just destroys this tier 3 tower at this stage of the game. No one, he is trying for the split push down bottom. Lil coming in with this hook shot, trying to put a stop to Na'Vi's push, but the Maledict,
the Meteor Hammer.
He drops the Meteor Hammer, but Lil is down. And they'll lose the mid-rags here, VP. Nothing that they could do to stop this, but bottom lane,
they get the rags trade.
They get in the rags trade indeed.
I think that's pretty value there for VP, because they couldn't really take a head-on fight. They needed something like this to happen. But now, Na'Vi, they've got the heal, they've got the sustain from the Witch Doctor. They're going to continue this push, and Roger finds Solo again. Solo gonna get caught out without being able to use anything. No one commits on Crystallize. Crystallize still has the cheese, no one.
He's gonna come back out of Invis, cut back into no one, but he's half of the BKBs. There's the cheese wallowed. Double kill for General. There's going to be the buyback from Pasha, but Ramses, he's gone. Damage is too much from this Weaver. And with no buyback on Ramses, this game,
I think it just might
be over. If they can't get their Bloodseeker back in, and as we say, it was all about the BKB timings. Na'Vi just managed to get there sooner. They were stronger for the fight. No one is back up. And sure, they got the split push down bottom, but it's cost them so much. He jumps in, immediately magic missiles, the Maledict's on him, and that is going to be the DK going down. GG, well played is called, and Na'Vi take game 1.
Nicely executed by Na'Vi. Their early game was super crisp, just finding those pickoffs all over the place. And we did say, you know, Na'Vi's lineup late game. They have this elusive Weaver, elusive Storm. Once they get these bigger items up, it's going to be really hard for VP to take these fights versus them, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I think it's been really nice, just Na'Vi, the way that they have climbed up this sort of past few months or such, and they are such a team that they can turn up against a major winning team.
Yeah.
And take game 1 like this, as they did.